Now, let me just quickly show you the difference between JD Winner and also JD10X. Now, if you look into JD Winner and JD10X, the first thing is that the professional edition, okay, before you sync strategy, make sure it is on. So both must make sure it is on, all right? Number two, make sure that if you look into JD Winner, the sync opening double is off. But for JD10X, the sync opening double is on. All right, now this is a very important differentiation. All right, so if you are on JD10X, make sure the synchronized double is on. Now, why we on the synchronized double? Now, when the market is uptrending, instead the market is doing $10 for JD Winner, in JD10X, it will do $20. So now when the market is uptrending, you should be able to make much greater profit with JD10X compared with JD Winner. Can you understand me? All right, now this is important, okay? Because when you put sync opener double, your first order will be double. Only the first order, not the margin calls, okay? Only the first order will be double. But for JD Winner, the first order will remain $10 because the opening double is off. All right, so this is important. So if with JD10X, please make sure that your sync double is on. If the sync double is not on, then your result will be similar as JD Winner. So what is the point of you being part of JD10X? Can you see that? Now, this is a very, very important differentiation, and make sure you on, okay? Your sync double open is on when you actually activate your sync strategy. I will show you later very, very shortly. Now, next, we are using sub-bin mode real-time settlement for both JD Winner and JD10X. Now, what is a sub-bin mode real-time settlement? Now, sub-bin mode real-time settlement means, okay, now please understand, when you look into the margin call, we have margin call 1 to 4. Now, 1 to 4 is referred as a whole warehouse. All right. Now, whole warehouse means if the market, okay, anything happen between this warehouse and if the bot triggers the profit, it will close the whole warehouse at once. All right. Now, so 1 to 4 is considered as one block. Now, when the market goes down to 5th margin call, 6th margin call, this is considered as a sub-bin. All right, as a sub-bin. Now, sub-bin, there are two types. One is a sub-bin and one more is a sub-bin real-time. So what is a sub-bin real-time? Sub-bin real-time means that when the profit is triggered at every sub-bin, it will then actually settle the profit. Can you see that? So that's why it is called a real-time settlement. Okay, so every time. So if the market goes down, let's say 5th margin call, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and if the market actually rebound at 13, 13 will be immediately closed and profit will actually get back into your spot wallet. All right, and then after 12 will close, and then so it goes by block by block by block by block, and this is what we call a real-time sub-bin mode real-time settlement. All right, now this is very important. So that's the reason why whenever market rebound and you are on sub-bin mode, you will see your profit actually reflecting immediately in your spot wallet. All right, so this is important. So we are waiting for that time now because we know market has gone down. This is an exciting time because all the asset is now waiting to close in profit. So we just have to wait for the market to rebound. All right, now next is the margin call. Now margin call for JD Winner is 13 and margin call for JD10X is 30. All right, so the one I put in yellow is actually the differentiation point, and I hope you will understand. Now, please also understand that it may vary because sometimes I may change the margin call according to the market performance. Now, margin call percentage, okay, for JD Winner is 20% up to 30%, but for JD10X, it will be above 40%. So that's the reason why, right? If you look at the current market, when the market is coming down, if you're on JD Winner, you should already, most of the bots should eat the 13th margin call. But for JD10X, it is still going on because it is 40% and it is 30 margin call. Can you just imagine that? All right, so this is an important differentiation. Now, estimated profitability for JD Winner, okay, previously we take this data based on our previous study, okay, which is the backtesting result, about 15 to 30% per month. But for JD10X, okay, it is a little bit different because if the coin is lesser than 10, then we have about 10% to 20% per month. If your coin is above 10, then it will be, we are targeting at about 25% per month. Now, please understand, okay, this is just to give you some estimated figure, okay? It may not be real, it may not even, because it depends on the market performance. So please take note of that. Now, sync strategy per coin for JD winner is 155. Can you see that? 155 per coin for 13th margin call. So this is very important. You have to follow the sync strategy coin that is being actually prescribed. Now, so if you have a smaller capital, I would advise you go and try JD winner first. Okay, because it is only 155 per coin. All right. Now, please understand the number of coins plays an important role in your profitability, because in sync strategy, this is what we call law of probability. The more coins that you have and the higher FOA, definitely you will see a much better profit. But if you are just testing with one coin, do not expect for 15%. It may not even happen, okay, because of the probability. Now, how about JD10X? JD10X per coin is $370 per coin. Now, can you see that the capacity, the capital is different because of the number of calls. So if you want a much greater number of calls, which is actually much greater reward, much greater risk, then you can go for the JD10X. Now, for optimal results, okay, as I mentioned to you earlier, higher NOC are recommended. And for JD10X, okay, please take note, the minimum number of coin is 5, okay, or more. So your total trading fund must be $1,850 for 5 coins. Can you see that? So that is what we recommend. So please do not join JD10X with 1 coin or 2 coin. All right. It is only 5 coins or more. Okay, that is what the recommendation is, because we don't want to give you a figure and later on that figure doesn't match your expectation and that you question JD10X why you are not getting the result. So if you don't get the result, it's just because you did not actually abide by the prescribed features, okay, or prescribed requirement for JD10X and also JD winner. Please take note of that. Now, so we offer, okay, Binance 30 coin, okay, for both of the strategy, and Huobi also is 30 coin for both of the strategy. So now, so it is up to you, okay, it is your choice. Please take note, you can only sync with 1 circle at any single time. You can't sync with both circles. So if you choose one exchange Binance, you can only sync with 1 circle at any single time with that bot. So if you want to do both circle at the same time, you may actually try out Huobi and Binance separately. Okay, please take note, okay, because both of these exchanges will have their own independent API with the bot. All right, so please take note. Now, these are important features. I hope you understand now the difference between JD winner and JD10X. So if you have a low capital, all right, please go for JD winner. If you have high capital, you are willing to go for 5 coins, then I would encourage you to try out JD10X. So now I want to explain to you a little bit more. Okay, so if you look over here, right, if you look at JD winner, for example, JD winner is 13th margin call. All right, and you will see, as I mentioned to you, this is your warehouse 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, this is what we call a whole warehouse mode. All right, now the moment it goes below the 4, which is the 5th, all the way down, this is what we refer as a sub-bid real-time settlement. So each of these blocks will be settled by itself as it closes at the profit, as the profit are triggering. All right. So for JD winner, as I mentioned to you, all right, the margin call is 13. Okay, it is 20% to 30%. Now, if you look, all right, if you look, the moment it hit the 13 margin call, what will happen? All right, you will see even the market can go further down. All right, the market can go further down. So once you hit the 13 margin call, you have to wait patiently. All right. Now, this is where you have to balance up between your capital. Remember, your capital and your expectation. So if you want to go in with a smaller capital, you will have a shorter margin call, and then you need to have the patience to wait. Can you see that? So you have to balance between your capital requirement or the capital capacity that you have versus the market situation, because we can't control the market. Please understand that. Now, if you look into JD10X, it is basically going all the way to 30 margin call, and the margin call percentage is above 40%. So now, if you look at this, right, you can understand, right? If you're on JD winner, if you hit 13 margin call, the market can still go down. So what happens now? You have to wait. But if you're on JD10X, you don't need to wait, because market, it is still in the sub-bin mode up to the sub-bin real-time 30, right? 30 margin call. So now at that sub-bin mode, the bot will be still taking profit, although the market has already gone down to minus 30% or minus 35%, because we have up to 40%. So I hope you understand. This is the difference. So some people say, right, oh, there is no difference between JD winner and JD10X. Yes, there is not much different if it is still at the 13th margin call. But what happened if below 13th margin call? That's where JD10X will deliver you much greater profit. And also, please understand what happened at the warehouse. At the warehouse, JD10X is double the first order. So when the market is uptrending, JD10X will deliver you double the profit compared to JD winner. Can you see that? So I hope you understand. Okay, this is the reason why I have to actually make this infographic to show you clearly the difference of it. So remember, as I mentioned to you, right, for JD winner, the margin call is 13. The trading fund is 155. So if your trading capital is small, then you should be satisfied with the 13th margin call. And if the market goes down beyond the 13th margin call, then you have to wait for the market to rebound. Now, please understand, okay, there is no such thing as cut loss here in quantitative trading with Royal Quantitative. There is no cut loss. There is no such thing as take profit. All right, there is no. So you do not need to worry that your fund will be wiped off. There is no such thing as wiped off. Your fund is still intact in your spot wallet or your exchange in Huobi or spot wallet in Binance. So although you may see that the price has gone up, remember your assets is more. So all that you need to do is to wait for the market to rebound. So all that you need here is patience. All right. Now for JD10X, as I mentioned to you, the margin call is 30. The trading fund is 370 per coin, and you must sink minimum 5 coin at 1,850. So if you have 2,000 or more, I would advise you to go for JD10X. Please take note of that. Now, please understand, okay, there is advantages, disadvantages, there's a pro and con. If you look at JD winner, the bot will actually stop at 155 maximum. So it means your capital will be preserved at 155 max. But if you look at JD10X, the market can go down even up to 30% or 40%. And look, you may look at the retention, okay, of your capital. There can be huge retention of your capital, right? So now you can see the pro and the cons of it. All right. So I want you to understand this. I hope you can capture the whole picture now clearly, the difference between these two circles. Now, how to scene strategy. Okay, let me just quickly guide you through. And today I just want to focus on JD10X because JD winner, we already have the YouTube video, but JD10X, we still don't have the video. And I'm just going to quickly run through the whole process so that we can put up this video in our JD10X Telegram group. Now for JD winner, remember, you tap the circle, you search JD winner circle, you apply to join, and then you tap JD winner strategy where the percentage is. And then you select whether you want to sync Binance or Huobi, okay? And then you tap the sync strategy button, and then you refer to JD winner coin selection matrix for the first order amount and the NOC, and then you input the first order amount, you input the number of strategies or the number of coin. And remember, can you see that? I put that yellow because JD winner, the sync opening double is off, all right? And then you tap on the sync strategy button. All right, so those are basically just a simple 10 step. Now for JD10X, all the steps are the same. All right, except, okay, the number 9, except the number 8, make sure you input the minimum amount of coin. The number of coin of strategy is 5. Okay, because your capital must be 1,000 850. And the number 9, the sync opening double must be on. Can you see that? So this is the major changes. Okay, please don't forget. Some people, they shift to JD10X, they forgot about this, and then they see the result is the same as JD winner. All right, it is basically just probably that you have overlooked. Okay, and thereafter you tap on the sync strategy button. Now, so let me just quickly guide you through. Okay, those of you who are coming on board for JD10X, and if this is your first time listening to this presentation, you might not really be sure about the steps. Okay, now I just want to guide you through step by step how you can do a sync strategy with JD10X. Now, this is basically the 10 steps, okay? The 10 steps that I've actually shared with you earlier. Okay, let me just go through one by one of that steps. Now, the first steps, okay? The professional edition must be on. Okay, so please take note of that. So how do you do that? Get into your mind, into your board. You will see mine on the corner right, okay? Right bottom corner. You will see the mine. Tap on the mine, and then you will be able to see just below the VIP yellow banner, there is a professional edition. All right, so you have to enable that professional edition. There will be 3 test questions. Answer any of those questions, even if it is wrong. Don't worry about it. If it is wrong, you will be able to say the right answer in green. Make sure you select the answer in green, and you will then get through it. Now, please do this before sync. All right, now those of you who have already synced and you forgot to do this, don't worry about it. Just get to your bot now, okay, and make sure you activate the sync button. All right, make sure you activate that. So probably later on, once the bot has already closed the existing trade, when there's a new coin, you will start to see professional edition coins, okay, will be open up. Now, the next thing is that you need to tap the circles, okay, tap the circle and you search for JD10X ID 2931. All right, and thereafter you have to tap the tap the strategy for JD10X. You will see the percentage there. Okay, currently that is about 7,000 cumulative profit of my trading so far. Okay, just for the past few weeks, I think we already activated JD10X for 2 weeks. Okay, so this is just my 2 weeks result because of the 13 margin call that I'm actually trading that 13 margin call, the same thing together with you, right? So now tap on that percentage, tap on that, and then it will bring you to the next page. So at this page, what you need to do, please take note, okay? You will be able to see Binance or Huobi just below the cumulative profit rate, all right? You will see Binance or Huobi. Make sure you select the right exchange, okay? According to your API, okay? Which exchange that you want to use. And thereafter, make sure you click the tap on the sync strategy. Now, thereafter, right, this is very important, okay? So for JD Winner, we have the coin selection matrix. Definitely for JD10X, we have the coin selection matrix too. Now, if you look into the coin selection matrix, it is actually, okay, highlighted very clearly that the minimum sync is 5 coin at 1850. And you will also see that under this, the matrix, right? The first row is 1850. The first order is 10 and the number of coin is 5. Can you see that? We never put 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you are doing 1, 2, 3, 4, it is not recommended. If you don't see the result, please, okay, please do not provoke us, because we have already prescribed and given you the recommended number of coins and what is the minimum capital you need for JD10X. I hope that is clear. Now, let me just highlight a few important things here. As I mentioned earlier, all right, make sure the professional edition is on. Sync opening double is on. Sub-bin mode real-time settlement, that's what we are using. Margin call is 30. It may vary based on market situation. Margin call percentage is above 40%. Estimated profitability. So you can see, okay, if you have 10 coins or below, it will be from 10% to about 20%. So we do not want to overpromise anyone just to get you into the circle. I don't want to do that. All right. We don't want to overpromise anyone. We just better be real, because the market is a real market. Please understand that. So if you have more than 10 coins based on our backtesting result that I've shown you last week, we can actually make at least about 25%. All right. So we are still collecting the data. Remember, market is very volatile at this moment. So we will continue to collect the data, but there is no promise. Okay, please take note of that. This is just an estimated profitability. Now, if the market want to bless you with 30% or 50%, you should be grateful, right? So that's the reason why it's always important that we do not put any fixed return, because this is not a fixed ROI project, right? This is a real market, so the market sometimes can even reward us much better result. Now, sync strategy per coin 370, and we have already included the slippage tolerance. So some of you may be asking, right? Why do you still use the first order as 10? Why do you not follow the recommended by the company, which is 15? The reason why is that Binance minimum order still at $10. Binance has not changed that. But there are certain coins, the slippage is higher when the first order, okay, when the bot actually placed the order in the exchange, it may not be $10. It can be $10.60, sometimes $11, sometimes $12. So we have studied all these things, and that's the reason why I have allocated 370 in order to take care of these slippage tolerances. All right, so please take note. Some of you may see, right? Sometimes you see, for example, recently Mana opens up at about $14 or $15. Can you see that? All right, so some of this coin I've removed it from my list because the slippage is too high. All right, but at the end of it, we are looking at the average. So if you got 10 coins, we are looking at the average. So you do not need to worry some coin opens at $13 because there are some coin open at about $9 or $10. Can you see that? So we are looking at the average. And the other thing is that for optimal results, as we mentioned, and we want to keep reminding you, minimum is 5 coins. Okay, make sure you have 1850, or if you have 2000 and above, that's the best. All right, go for JD10X. Now, these are some of the important notes. JD10X sync strategy, max coin, Binance is 30 and Huobi is 30. Strictly abide by the trading capital FOA, first order amount, and also your number of coin at all time. This is very important. We want to reiterate this to the team so that you understand some of these important notes, okay? Now, recommended fuel and strategy fee, make sure $20 and above, because when you go for JD10X, remember, when it is profiting, every time it's profiting, your fuel 20% will be deducted. Right? So make sure you have sufficient fuel, because we don't want your operation stops. The moment it stops, okay, the moment your policy stops, you will no longer be profiting, and that will affect your profitability. All right. So please take note of that. So make sure you monitor your fuel fee. Now, strictly do not alter any of the setting once you have already synced. This is so important. Sometimes people go and tap on the stop margin call. Come on, don't do that. Why should you do that if you already allocated the sufficient trading fund? Can you see that? Why should you do that? Okay, please take note. And please read the disclaimer and please make sure you sync at your own risk. All right. Now, so if you are new here today, all right, I believe there is already, we have already put up in the chat room the Telegram link. Okay, please make sure you go and look for the right Telegram, which is with the crown. Okay, the crown is basically JD10X. And if you are not so sure, what I would suggest, use the browser link. Okay, get the browser link over here and copy into the browser. It will bring you straight into the right Telegram channel. Okay, now the moment we started last week, there is already imposters using JD10X. So please be very careful. And there are also imposters in our Telegram group. Okay, so please be very careful. The only simplest thing is this, okay? Please understand the admin will never private message you. So if you receive a private message, okay, from someone in this group, that is not from the admin. We will never private message you. So please take note. These are some important notes just to protect you. All right, now, once you have already read, okay, already go through the coin selection matrix, all right? So what you need to do now is go into the strategy page. So in this example, I need to firstly input my first order amount. So where do I get this? From my coin selection matrix. Can you please take note of that? So where do you get the coin selection matrix? Join our Telegram group. You will be able to see the coin selection matrix. Or if you are in a Royal Q bot, if you get into my circle, you will be able to see the coin selection matrix there. So first thing you need to do, input the first buy-in amount, or we call this as a first order amount. FOA. Next, you input the number of strategies. Simply, it is actually the number of coins, okay, in pieces. All right. So you input these two information. Now remember, synchronized double will be on. All right. I put that green. I have highlighted that. Make sure don't forget to on that, my friend. If you forget, when the market is uptrending, you will not see double the profit compared to JD winner. All right. So make sure synchronized open double is actually activated. Please do that. And thereafter, you have to tap the scene strategy. And the moment you tap the scene strategy, almost instant, all right, your number of coin will be executed by the bot. If you don't see the number of coin executed, you can actually cancel sync and resync again. And if still the problem persists, please, okay, please get back or feedback the issue to the support, and the support will actually assist you. Now, once you have already synced, okay, these are just some checkpoints, okay, just to make sure you are at peace, knows that you already synced successfully. These are the 3 checkpoints. The first thing, make sure it is sub-bin mode enabled, okay? So you will be able to see just under the asset, under the pair, you will see sub-bin mode. Number 2, make sure you can read stop margin call, not otherwise. If you read initiate margin call, okay, or start margin call, that means the margin call is already stopped. Now, please be very careful with this. If the margin call stops, your profit will be affected, and you start to see a huge, okay, floating percentage. The reason being is because your margin call stopped. All right. So please make sure your margin call always read as stop margin call, not otherwise. Number 3, check the strategy mode. Make sure it is always on the sub-bin mode, real-time settlement, not any other thing. All right. So please take note of this information. And once you have checked everything, please make sure all settings must adhere. And thereafter, do not alter any of the setting. Just leave it to the bot. Allow the bot to actually trade for you. And I would advise you, don't be so concerned about your trading results and so on. Give yourself 30 days. All right. Take 30 days to collect the data, analyze the data, because every single day, the market performance varies. All right. So take 30 days and then you decide. Thereafter, you decide whether is this really what you want, or probably you may decide otherwise. All right. So it is solely up to you. Please take note of that.